Hello everybody! CS Money is here to discuss the most important news. With the announcement of Counter-Strike 2, Valve produced a real bombshell effect. We all were expecting a big update, but no one thought that so many things would change. We put together all the details, and now let's figure out what's so cool about the new version of the game. Let's start with the gameplay. In CS2, Valve introduced completely new 3D smokes. They now adjusted their surroundings, filling all the nearby spaces and cavities. They also react to gunshots and grenade explosions, which reveals in a brief dispersion of the smoke cloud. In addition, all players on the server now see the new smoke the same way. In case you didn't know, in CSGO, smoke was rendered slightly differently for each player, but that's a thing of the past now. By the way, the new smokes now vary in color depending on who throws them. The CT players now use slightly bluish smokes, while the T side throws nades producing beige smoke. At first glance, this may look a little weird, but it makes a lot of sense to the viewer. Another big thing is the map changes. The new engine has immensely affected their appearance. In Source 2, the lighting works differently, so the maps look much brighter and have richer colors. In addition to this, in some maps like Nuke, the light sources have been reworked, so that almost the entire map is now filled with sunlight. It looks cool, but in our opinion, the new picture is a bit too bright and lacks contrast. The second important thing is the map textures, which have been updated. On Dust 2 it's only minor details, but Overpass got a whole bunch of new textures. And they look awesome! Here you won't find dark and faded passages and side streets anymore. They are now much brighter, which makes it easier to read your surroundings and find your enemy on the screen. That is definitely a big advantage for a competitive shooter. Before we move on, let me remind you to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. And tell us in the comments if you already got access to CS2. Let's see how many of us are the lucky ones. Alright, now it's time to answer the main question. What happens to skins in Counter-Strike 2? Good news! In the new version of the game, the skins look just amazing. The new lighting gives them a much cooler look, and the sun's glare on the metal parts makes the weapons appear more realistic. By the way, the weapon models have also been updated. They now look much more detailed. And OP even got a new scope! It's also worth noting that the knives now look especially eye-catching. Check out the huge difference between CSGO knives and their CS2 counterparts. Doppler Ruby, Sapphire, Black Pearl. Because of this fantastic upgrade, the prices of such knives have skyrocketed, and the owners of these beauties must be feeling really happy. In addition to maps, smokes, and skins, Counter-Strike 2 prepared a few more surprises. The new look of Molotov's fire, binds for jump throws and for removing the silencer, reworked blood splashes, and new tools for map creators. And that's not all. The user interface has also been updated, and the devs have promised to improve the sound. The list of changes is really impressive, but at the moment, the game is still far from being perfect. Let's not forget that CS2 is in beta now. It means that there are lots of bugs in the game. Optimization is far from perfect, and some features haven't been added yet. We hope the devs will be able to polish the game before its official release, which is scheduled for this summer. What month do you think the game will be released? We're betting on August. Leave your predictions in the comments. It was CS Money. See you soon, and good luck on the battlefield!